to mine and Dags' favorite segment.
Talking about records.
It's the Elk City segment.
Elk City segment.
So here's the most, well, not the most recent. It's been probably, this has been about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't remember. Two or 3 weeks ago is when I bought these, but I haven't got the show. So records, we're back on the records. Here's the first one. I've only got 2 to show you today, but here's the Yes album.
Yes.
Which is a great record.
Yes to
Not
yes.
my favorite Yes record.
But yes.
But yes, it is great.
That's all it needs to be said about Yes is yes.
The one that people would probably know off of the Yes album, which is Yours Is No Disgrace and I've Seen All Good People, those got pretty radio syndicated. The one that everybody knows is off of Fragile, which is Roundabout. And I have Fragile, but it's up at Mom and Dad's. Here is the coolest thing. Possibly, I don't think it's the coolest thing in my entire record collection, but it is up there. So you'll recognize this record, but maybe not this cover.
Oh, it's my boy Jimmy. Jimmy. Fun fact, one of his band names before he was Jimmy, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, was Jimmy James and the Blue Flames. Which I just kind of say it all the time, like randomly. I would just be like, Jimmy James and the Blue Flames. You know, like, I don't know. Like, kind of like in that voice from like the Chappelle Show when they travel back in time and like they free the slaves. He's like, how about now? And he shoots that guy. Like, I use that voice. And I'm like, Jimmy James and the Blue Flames. And, but yeah, that's a little fun fact there. But Juice, what's up with the cover of that thing though? Because is that Are You Experienced?
It is Are You Experienced? So
that's not what I'm familiar with.
No, Our Cut in America was the famous yellow cover with them in the center in purple, and it's all psychedelic. This cover, however, was the German pressing of this record, but
man, it is very like mom and dad friendly.
Oh yeah, it's just it's super plain, just a picture of Jimmy with the band, and he's got that little Matador cape thing that he rocked a lot of times.
He's a badass.
But what I'm looking here of, I might be crazy though. I'm pretty damn sure if we have to cut this, then we'll cut it. I don't know if I've ever paid attention here, to be honest.
Good. I need to go to.
That's what I thought, man. Okay, so yeah, this is different. Like, wow, it's got different songs.
Really? Does it got songs that didn't get released in the U.S.?
No, it's missing songs.
Why would you take away from that masterpiece?
Not only is it missing, it changed the order. Whoa. Okay, this is kind of cool. This might actually just stay in because this is interesting.
This is interesting.
So, in the American release of Are You Experienced, it starts on Purple Haze and goes to oh my god, it's not on here.
What?
Purple Haze is not on the German cut.
Really?
No, man, it's
dude, that's one of the most legendary guitar licks of all time. And they didn't get it?
I bet you know what? What's the song about? It's all about drugs. What and German
so? Most songs are about drugs.
German censorship during the East and West Berlin at the time.
Yeah, you got a point there. I'm not thinking right now.
I bet you it did get censored.
You're probably right, yeah.
Because we've got. I'm just wanting to see if any of the songs is it solely missing? Yeah, which I think it is. Yeah, it's just missing songs. Okay, so
God, that's so sad.
The American release had 17 songs on it, which was a lot, especially for vinyl. Because they were short songs. I don't honestly know because I don't have an American copy of Are You Experienced.
Mm-hmm.
But 17 songs at the length of a lot of them, you would think that was a double LP. and I don't think it was, so it might have been just short record.
Well, now we got to find one now so we can compare them.
Oh, dude, I'd love to.
Like we
Like,
got to
don't
find
get me
it.
wrong. If I find it, it's getting bought. Uh,
Just
but
gave us
yeah,
a
dude.
quest. Flop Culture Quest. Episode 1. We
Yeah,
will find all you experienced.
Purple Haze isn't on it. Hey Joe isn't on it.
What? Dude! It's probably
Uh,
because it's talking about shooting your old lady down and stuff.
I'm guessing. I'm just looking and comparing right now because the German copy's got 11 songs, so it's missing 6 songs that are on the American release. So we found 2. It does have that. It doesn't have 51st anniversary. It doesn't have Highway Child.
Dang. Just straight
It,
up got
oh no,
neutered.
it does have Red House. Then what am I missing?
Just straight up got neutered, man.
It's missing. But you know what's weird? It kept Manic Depression.
Manic depression.
So if it is all about censorship, it kept. Wow. Yeah, man. Like here, let me. Wow. How cool, man. Here's the back.
That's cool.
But there's the track listing, which is probably going to be hard to see.
Yeah.
You'll see there. It's only got 11 songs on it.
Man, it's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Censorship, what can you do, man?
I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know if that's the case 100%, but that's my only real guess about it is would be censorship, or maybe there was something in place to where they didn't do, if it ended up being a double LP, maybe Germany didn't release them. I don't know. I probably should have done some research about that before we showed it off, but what up, Past Juice and Past Dags? This is Future Juice popping in while editing. With a little bit of research, the only thing I can come up with as to why the German copy is missing 6 songs is by Polydor Records, is who put it out in Germany. And at the time, the hits were those 11 songs that they felt were most likely to become a single. So those got put out first. And then a remaster came out later that contained the other 6 songs. So, there's what I got. Back to Past Juice.
Still
That's
cool.
definitely.
Well, we can. We can do some. We can do some cleanup and refer back to it next week's episode after you do some. After you do some research.
If I could get it back in the fucking sleeve.
Put it in the sleeve. Go fucking home.
All right, there we go. I want to be super gentle because how cool it is, but you know it's also from 1967, so
nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if the glue hasn't completely disintegrated.
Disintegration.
So
is
what
the ultimate form
is
of dying.
That's true. We do that. So we've talked band of the day. We've talked music a little. We've talked my records. Oh, okay. So not music related. This is something completely different. But I texted you about this earlier today, right? I told you I had this idea for a short film. And I'm thinking we could make it happen with bad acting and all if it's necessary. But we could make this happen.
I am listening.
And if we do make it happen, it's obviously going to be up on the YouTube channel, so keep your eye out for it. But I had this dream. You're about to say something. Go.
Huh.
Oh, it looked like you were about to say something.
I was about to yawn, but I was like, that might be kind of rude in the camera.
Well, you could be like me and just break your hip in the middle of one of my stories.
Well, I'm talking about being rude. I'm over here just like making faces and stuff. And just... Oh, yeah. Okay.
I had this dream last night, and I usually have pretty lucid dreams, and I can remember them. pretty well, but sometimes I'll miss like really key points.
Did you say it flaccid
But
dreams?
yes, flaccid dreams, they're very unerect.
So dry.
They're just very floppy.
So Sahara. So
See, I can get a floppy in there even before the end of the episode. This is great. Uh,
God.
but I remembered every detail about this, which is not normal. So I felt like I was supposed to really remember this.
I'm actually jealous that you can remember the dream. I'd never remember my dreams, so
I can remember the bulk.
I'm actually
Yeah, I
really
can remember
interested.
I can remember the vast majority of the dreams that I have, but to say I remember everything, I would have said never, but this one I remembered everything. But I'm just going to give you like the cliff notes of it because it's super detailed. The cliff notes is an idea for a movie that. So we love horror,
Yes.
and we also love like campy kind of comedy horror, kind of like Cabin in the Woods is a good example of for me of that campy kind of horror that's modern day. Which is a great film, by the way. If people haven't seen it, Cabin in the Woods is a classic. But the idea was, it's got a working title in my head of either voyeur or vicarious. It'll be one of the two, and it's about a horror film, just in general. And then it's got my favorite thing in the entire world in film, which is fourth wall breaks. And the plot of the fourth wall break is that you yourself, the viewer, are actually the villain through the whole thing, because all of the horrible things that are happening to the people that are in the movie would not happen if you weren't consuming it. So you are directing it essentially by asking for these things to happen, because that's the reason you watch the film. And then halfway through it, you find out like the main character that's, that has the self-realization moment just like makes direct eye contact with the camera, and it's like, it's you. It's been you this whole time. And it's just like a break. And I love fourth wall breaks in general, hence the reason Wayne's World is so great to me. But I would love a fourth wall break like that in a horror film. And I thought, how would that work? And I was like, what better way would that work than you, the viewer, are the villain that's making everything happen because you're consuming this.
I like it.
And that's the plot, kind of like the synopsis. It's not going to be the actual thing. I'll give you details about that.
I like it. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like...
I just had this weird dream about it, man, and I was like, it's so vivid.
I can kind of just trying to like picture it in my head, and you're just like, yeah, it's you. But you're doing like, it's you.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, it even freaked me out in my dream, man.
Well, if we do like Zoolander, we could be like, it's you.
And then there ruins the that brings the campiness and ruins the horror. But no, it just, like I said, it freaked me out in my dream because it hit me like I'm almost watching it, because you know how it is like with your dreams and stuff, that you either A, are very immersed and it's based around you and you're seeing everything, or you're like third person and you're seeing everything happen and you can't do anything about it. Right. This was a third person kind of thing of I'm watching it and it's all like bloody and gory and scary and stuff, and then all of a sudden like the hero survivor girl is the one who figures it out and it's like, oh my god, it's been you the whole time. Make it stop.
I just got one question, man.
Yeah.
By dream, did you mean nightmare?
I mean,
you're like talking about like watching people get murdered and shit, like, and you're like, it was scary, and it was like, I don't think you were enjoying this dream.
Dream. What was it? To paraphrase Pinhead, it's dreams to some, nightmares to others. Except his was angels to some, demons to others.
What are you? Angels to some, demons to others.
God, Hellraiser. So
every episode, I'm pretty sure we've referenced Hellraiser. That's just gotta be an ongoing thing, though. We have to always mention Hellraiser.
I am pretty sure we brought Hellraiser up every single time, but it's
so good. I watch it all the time. It's one of those movies I can literally watch all the time.
It is too damn good not to. At least I get if people can't make it past the first two. Like, I get some people fall off at Hell on Earth and can't make it past that.
I
I
don't know. I
understand.
just like the concept. It's interesting, man.
The first two films are literally perfect. Not a single thing is out of those movies. Hell on Earth is good. It's not great. And then you really have to like Hellraiser to watch the rest of them because they do get terrible.
No, that most recent one, I liked it pretty good.
And see, and that one doesn't have Douglas Bradley in it.
I know that.
Or
And
Clive
it was
Barker.
really strange that it didn't have anything to do with him, but it was still a good movie. Like,
I've been up in arms about it because I can't make up my mind if I'm actually going to watch it because I can't.
Up in arms.
I can't bring myself to watch a Pinhead film without Douglas Bradley being Pinhead. It just doesn't feel right.
I mean, I feel you,
but
it was still good.
I feel like I need to check it out because you're not the only person who's told me it's good. How we're doing this? Let me
Yeah, you know what? We can just redo this. We can redo this part.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second.
You're juicing post. You're a great guy.
My dad's got a wicked set of tools.
I think we should steal that.
I can fix it.
Like, don't worry, we got a wicked set of tools, man.
My dad's got a wicked set of tools. We can fix it.